Have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Martinez to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cunningham looking to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, we finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw is Martinez from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man Sharp complete. 20. Touchdown L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. as they are now on the board here in the first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on third down, Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Mike 51. Exit.
Back to the air on second down. Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call it sack. Let's go now.
Throwing on third and long. Cunningham. And he'll find Hall. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. third down. Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I run it down the state.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I'm coming after you.
Yeah. All you got to do is do it right here. It's simple.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
It's simple. It's simple.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown.
Man, get out that darn defense, man. It's simple.
A great effort there.
You don't want me to throw it? I just run it down your throat.
And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out
Don't
further.
make no sense. Somebody be that sorry.
Boy, the action just coming
keep
fast and
stand
furious
defense
right
ain't
now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Trash. Now I'm going to pick him off every time he throw it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Set. 15 lining. 15 lining.
Hey, let's go.
Let her.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Rams.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Come up the ball. Slam.
61. Matchbox. Right. Hayward.
Mike 5-4. 3 buzz.
Ready to go.
Operating from the gun, Martinez.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 30.
He tried to get a penalty.
10.
Trash.
And they will score. It's a Packer
He tried to get a penalty. You saw?
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I'm going to put up 70.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
You trash, Carl.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, 50, plant, 4. You must be getting up. Under 10. Scene 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Oh, watch run, set, go!
Now Martinez looking to throw on second down. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 35.
Come on,
and he
man.
takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
I knew where he was going.
A big play there
I put
for
the dude
LA.
over there.
65 yards.
That's Shannon Sharp. He got lucky. That's who I was about to give the draft. He beat me to him. Your Aunt Bob used to date him. Aunt Bob.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 2, fellas, let's go.
Shannon Sharp.
Martinez off the play fake. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I bet you won't go back that play no more. Run that cover for again. I'm going to kill you again.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Mike 51. Crunch time, defense. Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good job by this defense. They're now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Foxtrot. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go one more. 94 is the mark. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Oh, you want to do that, huh? Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe move some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, Coach.
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Cunningham. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He holding like crazy.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Martinez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Give it to
and
that
he's going
speedster.
to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. Johnson was the intended receiver. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Cunningham steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Cunningham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That's this right here.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it.
Go.
Have some fun.
Let me get him out of that jump right now. Watch this. Let me get him out of that jump.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch this inside release.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Just because he's trying to do that.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Look, let me show you how to stop the Wildcat. Watch this.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Come on, man. Put that jump
Room
up.
to be had there on the 1st down run as he's
that
lucky
up.
to get
Don't
back
bring
to
that
the
up no
line of
more.
scrimmage.
Get down to
Officially
work
no
on me.
gain on the play, and it's 2nd
I
down.
don't know who bums he be playing with a running a Wildcat. Better put that up. He ain't getting now, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pick it off of this.
Martinez now to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Back to throw. Martinez looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Trying to get a pass in the fence.
Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
That don't make no sense.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here we go, 50-50. Ready, go!
Here's Martinez throwing on fourth down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. 51. He's time to leave. It's time to go. 37. Check 37. Check 43.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Only got 199.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down Packers. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Watch you try to run it again. That's how silly he is. Oh my God. Didn't I tell you?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
One on me. Now watch this pick. Watch this pick.
I smell fear in that squeeze.
He's trying to throw it deep, and the receiver trying to get like using it for block. That ain't gonna work.
Now a
either.
handoff here to his running back.
That ain't gonna work.
To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.